Hello everyone, today I'll be presenting the topic Dancing Numbers, Bollywood Globalization and the Diaspora. The media example I have chosen is Pride and Prejudice, a 2004 Bollywood-style musical directed by Gurinder Chadha. In this presentation, I will show how this film serves as a cultural bridge, connecting Indian traditions with global audiences, especially the South Asian diaspora. Pride and Prejudice is a 2004 Bollywood-style musical by Gurinder Chadha. It's a cross-cultural remake of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, reimagined through Indian settings and cultural values. The film clearly touches both South Asian diaspora communities and global mainstream audiences. It does this by combining Bollywood's song and dance style with Western romantic comedy storytelling. This makes the film a perfect example of how Bollywood adapts to global platforms while staying culturally rooted. According to a Sikh 2006, Bollywood has become a form of India's soft power. It helps to promote India's global image through music, spectacle, and emotion, what he calls "Brand India". Pride and Prejudice fits into what Athik describes as crossover cinema. Films that blend local cultural symbols with global production values. By using English dialogue, a diverse cast, and vibrant dancing numbers, this film presents Indian identity in a globally accessible form. So here, dancing numbers are not just for fun, they are a visual strategy of cultural diplomacy. Rajgopal looks at diaspora filmmakers like Gurinder Chadha and how they use film to explore identity, especially gendered identity. She calls this politics of location, where race, gender, and cultural belonging all intersect. In Pride and Prejudice, the main character, Lalita, resists the expectations of the Western male figure, Mr. Darcy. She refuses to let her values be defined by money or Western modernity. Through Lalita, Chadha presents a diasporic woman who is modern, but also proud of her cultural roots. This fits Rajgopal's view that diaspora films allow subaltern voices, especially women's voices, to negotiate identity on their own terms. One of the clearest examples of hybridity in the film is the Bilbil wedding scene. Here we see traditional Punjabi dance merged with Western-style choreography and staging. This performance is designed to appeal to both Indian and Western viewers. Dance in this film acts as a metaphor, a fusion of old and new, East and West. But we should also think critically. Athik reminds us that, in some cases, Bollywood's globalization can lead to simplification. There is a risk that cultural traditions become exoticized or overly packaged for Western tastes. To deepen my understanding, I'll also use two academic sources. First, Dudra describes how Bollywood dance in global films expresses a mix of identities: national, diasporic, and transnational. Second, Gopinath talks about diasporic longing and cultural hybridity. She argues that films like these allow minority subjects to create new spaces of visibility. Both sources help me see how Pride and Prejudice use performance to negotiate identity in a global space. To end, I'd like to ask two open questions for discussion. First, what do you think makes Bollywood films appealing to international or non-Indian audiences? Second, Have you seen any films that mix different cultures or languages? How did that affect your understanding of the story or characters? Thanks for listening. I'm looking forward to hear your thoughts.